Alright, so this is just a general tutorial for cheese wedge. I'll show you guys the no DCW and the 100% way to do this. So in no DCW in here you'll have leg spring. So what you want to do is come up here and then just kind of do a leg spring without falling off like that. So just kind of a leg spring from off of here. Generally while you're moving it's easier so you don't kind of get stuck on the lip, and then you can just flap over to the side here. Of course you don't need glide, but I'm terrible, so yeah, just any sort of leg spring and then just glide over here. You'll collect the Jinjo right here, and then how I do it is I usually sit like at this V here, point the camera at the wall, poop a grenade egg. Now you have 5 bounces of the grenade egg before it explodes on the 6th bounce. So you'll just want to time your clockwork egg so that it goes through. If you shoot your if you shoot your clockwork egg wrong, then or not your clockwork, your grenade egg wrong, it might bounce weird and it won't hit you. So I mean, everyone has a different setup for how they do the clockwork bounce, but I prefer that standing there and doing that because it's really easy and it's really consistent as long as you're like standing straight up against the wall and your clockwork bounces. The other shot is fairly simple as well. I'll show it on the second one. I just pressed the wrong button to go down. Now in 100% you won't have leg spring here, so the way you do it is a little bit different. At this point you'll have glide, so doing this first jump will be a little bit easier if you don't. So you still get up here, and I usually hold the R button and kind of point it in this direction. Then what you want to do is you want to jump over here and you want to land on this little crack here. Now if you don't make it like right away, like say you do like a bad jump, like you're over here, you kind of do a jump and you go, oh no, I'm over here, and then you can just kind of glide and like start flying again to maybe get up there. This next jump over here is a jump to the little thing here, and sometimes you might jump too low like that. It's kind of difficult to get it at first, but once you start getting it, it'll become pretty easy to keep getting. What you want to do is you want to kind of jump against the side of this little cheese wedge thing here, and for some reason I lost volume. Gotta love cables. Anyway, what you want to do is jump into the side of the wall as you jump around, sort of. So what you want to do is kind of like, just kind of graze it like that, and then you'll wing whack up with the momentum. It takes a little bit to get used to this jump, because otherwise you'll just be like jumping around and you won't make it up because of the volume, or not volume. I'm too fixated. So yeah, so you'll want to just kind of jump over here, do that, and then what you want to do is jump into the wall as you kind of jump around, and you'll get a little height boost, and then from there you can just jump on. So I'll show that one more time as I attempt to fix my sound at the same time. Alright, so one more time, the no DCW way to, or the 100% way to do it. You just kind of want to jump over here, hold R, keep holding R all the way up until you're doing here, because R puts the camera right behind you, right? So when you're in the air, you'll always have a look at where you're going. Then kind of make a weird ass jump like that. Come over here, pick up the Jinjo. Okay, so for this first clockwork shot, like I said, fairly simple. If you want to test it out with a regular egg, you'll see how the egg bounces like that, and then it'll explode and deal damage. So it's like, so you want to poop your clockwork too, just so you have time to move it out of the way, because if you pick up your grenade with the clockwork, then it's just pretty terrible. So switch back to grenades. For here, you just want to stand in front of the door like this and poop the egg behind you. And then you'll want to shoot your clockwork on like the 3rd bounce directly into the loading zone, and it'll take you right through. And that's how you do cheese wedge.